Hello and greetings. So it is now noon. I'm still house sitting in someone else's house, but I should be home later on today. Um, Kind of been going through my little migraines that I have every now and then, so that's why I ain't really just posted that much today. And then yesterday was kind of a busy day because I was trying to get here where I'm at now. So this video is going to be about having house guests, people who were invited to like live in a household with you and other people. Now, this person who I'm speaking of was very good close friends with one of my sisters. Her mom had kicked her out because her and her mom had a fight and her mom beat her up. And just gonna tell the truth. But it's like once she started living with me and my two sisters, and my daughter was a baby then, like was around 2 years old. So I couldn't stand this person. Now, because we would go visit. Sometimes we would go visit my grandma who was living around that time. And she gone this girl who's friends with my sister, she gonna lay her fat ass stretched out on my grandma's couch, then ask if she can lay down on my grandma's couch and watch TV or nothing. And then in the house. Okay, so my thing is you're a guest, even if you do live here because you've been invited to live here with me and my sisters. There's just things that you don't do. Okay, so I'm very cold natured and still is to this day. She would have the air conditioning, she would turn the thermostat on fucking full blast. This chick that was living in a household who was friends with one of my sisters. And I would get up early in the morning, I would come up those stairs and I would turn that thermostat down or just turn the air conditioner off. 30 minutes later, I would hear her come out of the room with my sister talking about who the fuck turned the air conditioner down. And then she would turn the air conditioner back on. I would get back up once she would get back in the room with my sister and I would turn it off. One day she had the audacity and nerve to knock on my bedroom door when I was in the room with my baby. And we was in the room watching a movie, and then I opened the door and I said, yes. She's like, do you keep turning the air conditioner off? I said, yes. She's like, could you please not do that, or could you knock on the door and ask if you can turn the air conditioner off? I'm like, I shouldn't have to ask you anything because you are not on the lease. You've been invited to live over here with us, so I don't have to ask you nothing. Respectfully, I'm the one that's paying rent. You not paying anything. You just here living off of my sister, so don't knock on my door anymore. And I'll close my door. And other problems that was going on with this girl. She got into a fight with somebody, and then she came in the house looking crazy. The very next day, the person who she got into a fight with came to the house ringing the doorbell about 50 times and beating on the door talking about, "Come outside, bitch." So my sister, who had the girl living with us, came in my room and said, "Don't open that door," because she had a fight with that girl, and that girl is over here to try to fight her. And she probably brought other girls with her to fight. Now, we could have got put out when all that bullshit was happening. It was just so much things that girl had done. And then, I don't know. It's just that was not no good experience. And once my other sister moved out of the household, it was just her and my sister living with me and my child. And that was hard too, because like there would be times when I would make groceries. Even though this chick didn't put in on the grocery bill or nothing, she would go in the refrigerator and she would just start eating shit. And even if something was mine, and she wouldn't ask, she would just go in the refrigerator as she pleased. Like, that's like overstaying your welcome. A long story short, she ended up living with me and my sister until my sister and her got their own apartment. And to this day, this chick is still to this day I still want to fight this chick because it's something that she did that I never forgot. And all the disrespect she had towards me while she was living in the house with me and my sisters and stuff, and it's just something was wrong. So that bitch was extremely bipolar and crazy. It's like, how you want me and my other sisters to like kiss your ass and you disrespect us? It don't work. It does not work that way. No. But I'm glad that person is out of my sister's life. That was not a good friend. Has never been a good friend. I saw this bitch like a year ago inside of H-E-B grocery store here in Houston. And I had a mask over my face. Like, I don't think she knew who I was, and I wasn't going to reach out and say, "Hey, you remember me?" and hug her or nothing, because I can't stand her. But I believe she knew who I was, because every aisle that I went on, it seemed like she was following me. But yeah, that's the story of how when letting strangers in your personal space, how sometimes they can be very disrespectful and do very disrespectful things. Like, I don't have to deal with that anymore, but back then I did, and it was hard. But I'm going